Hi there, Ken Godevanas here, and again I'm back with Kenny's Carrots. This is episode number 25, and today we're looking at internal fault lines. These are both the secular fault lines of great philosophers and also the biblical. We're going to take a look at the biblical fault line. Take a listen from Christopher Watkins' book, Biblical Critical Theory. He starts off, in the political sphere, quote, our picture of the world has safely located all evil outside of us. Indeed, the very energy and hatred with which we combat evil proves its exteriority to us. For our indignation at injustice is in turn fed by our sense of superiority that we are not like these instruments and accomplices of evil. The biblical ground motive, for one philosopher, Doyeward, is the only one that does not pit two dichotomous elements against each other. Rather than one secular biblical or one secular internal fault line, form/matter, or another one, nature versus grace, or a third one, nature versus freedom, the biblical ground motive is creation, fall, redemption, a threefold rhythm. In plain language, we are all sinners. Francis Spufford concurs. He says, of all things, Christianity isn't supposed to be about gathering up the good people, shiny, happy, squeaky clean, and excluding the bad people, frightening, alien, repulsive, for the very simple reason that there aren't any good people. End of quote. Dietrich Bonhoeffer adds, quote, nothing that we despise in the other man is entirely absent from ourselves. End of quote. There is no one who does good, not even one, warns the psalmist in Psalm 14, verse 3, a fact amply attested by a parade of illustrious biblical figures. One by one, the great heroes of the Bible have their flaws pointed out quite explicitly. Abraham is a coward and betrays his wife. Moses is presumptive in striking the rock. David is an adulterer and manipulator. Peter is impulsive. Paul kills Christians for a living and calls himself the greatest of sinners. There is only one sole exception to this, Jesus Christ. So what is going on in Christianity? What other system, religious or ideological, is so fastidious about systematically pointing out the real, concrete, serious flaws of its leaders? In a culture where sorry is the hardest word to say, not only among politicians, but also in the workplace and frequently at home as well, the Bible offers us a rogues gallery of flawed heroes who lie, steal, commit adultery, covet, hate, kill, and find 1,001 ways not to love God with all their hearts, souls, minds, and strength. This is so pronounced in the Bible and so relatively rare outside of it that we may call it a distinctive biblical figure. Thanks for joining us today. In our next episode, we're going to look closer at what that position entails and what it means for us. Again, I'm Ken Godevanas. This is Kenny's Carrots. You can get more of these by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Digging for Scriptural Gems. Thank you and have a good one.